Hello and welcome to Podcast in a Peartree. I'm Aaron Lee.
I'm Samantha.
I'm Danielle.
And today we're reviewing A Christmas Dance Reunion.
All right.
What happened in this movie?
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, what happens in this movie?
So there was some dancing. Okay.
Yes, yeah. Two main characters, Lucy, Barrett, childhood friends, reunite as adults, then the things that we learn about them, yada, yada, yada. Oh, wow. Mom's a retired art teacher. How cool. Oh, her dad passed away. Oh, so sad. Lucy's a lawyer in the city. How exciting. Oh, visit mom for holidays? Oh, note that the Winterly Resort is closing down. Aw, let's go visit the Winterly Resort together for Christmas. Oh, and who's there but my childhood friend Barrett and my former dance partner? Oh, let's try to save the Winterly Hotel by having some events.
A business can always be saved by an event.
I think that was our synopsis.
Oh, yeah, this movie was ridiculous.
Okay, let's start off with some of the good things, though.
Okay.
Snow in the opening shot. I was
Okay.
I was pretty excited. Snow was falling from the beginning.
Yeah, that's a nice redeeming one redeeming quality.
I mean, I like an aerial shot of a cityscape. This was New York. I'm always down for New York Christmas time. Then it went upstate to like a smaller place, which I didn't know all of a sudden. So I was like, okay, where are we going?
Yeah, that was weird. We had to go to like her mother's house and then we had to go to the Winterly.
Yep,
I was like, I thought the Winterly was down the street. There was some traveling involved because you had to like go and then you had to get on the shuttle. But before we got all there, I do want to say also, I loved that Lucy came home and has a themed Christmas tree.
Me too. I thought that was so
her dance tree. I thought that was absolutely adorable. My girlfriend Sherry has a themed Christmas trees. She puts up this little pink Christmas tree and with all these French macaroon Christmas ornaments, and it's her France tree, and I love it. I'm there for themed Christmas trees.
That is so cute. Can you tell Sherry that I need a photo of that? Because that was so cute. I love themed Christmas. Yeah, hers was really pretty. It was like had like belly slippers on it. It was really nice.
Yeah, I really liked it. I there is some redeeming nutritional value in this film. There really is.
But very small. Sorry.
I will admit it's the small little pieces and not the overarching pieces that are probably the redeeming value, but there's a lot of them. Let's get to the Winterly Resort and let's talk about how much I loved Aggie, the driver of the Jolly Trolley.
Can we talk about the Jolly Trolley and how cool that is?
We can also talk about the Jolly Trolley because that's fantastic. I mean, come on. It's the Jolly Trolley and Aggie is amazing.
Yeah, she's somebody who really loves her job and I admire that whenever I see that. And I was like, oh my gosh, this lady is so all about this Jolly Trolley, which, you know what, I would be too. If I was that driver in that little town, I'd be like, okay, let's get people excited about Christmas. And also, I love that it picks you up at the airport and then it announces she announces your family's name when you're getting off to like everybody that's waiting for you to check in.
That is dedication.
That was crazy.
Pronunciation. Like, what if you're going to be like, okay, what's your names? Can you tell me what your
No,
okay.
seriously.
And get ready, this is the Smith family. And then
everybody cheers. I'm like, come on. It's like you're arriving to play football at the football stadium. I love it.
It's like really like Price is Right, where it was like Smith family, come on down. But I loved it. I would love to get picked up from the airport in one of those.
And be driven by Aggie because she's lovely.
Yes.
She is lovely.
She is, but not in the movie a lot.
And the movie suffers for it.
It does. Well, let's talk about the chemistry of the couple. The part that I always like to talk about, the love interest. I felt on this one they did have some chemistry. I bought into that he has had a crush on her since they were children because the minute she got there, he was looking at her like he wanted to kiss her like every 5 minutes. Like that was like I felt like you can cut the sexual tension with a knife because he was like so in love with her.
But I feel like that was all Corbin Blue's acting. Like he was in it. Yes, they knew each other and they worked together and they had that chemistry from their High School Musical days. But he really sold it. But that's why when Lucy's character, when she's like, oh, I don't know if he'll feel the same way. I was like, girl, you serious right now?
Me too. I said that out loud. I was like, you have got to be kidding me right now. Lady, get it together. Oh my God.
I was like, that is not a tension point. No. But yeah, there was chemistry. The dancing was good. They definitely still got the dance moves.
I liked the dancing.
I love that.
Seriously. Seriously. What was it, the mom's name? With the daughter, Marley, I think, the reporter. Marley. So that who ends up ending up being like a really important character in this movie, actually. Probably like, if not the most important person.
She's like the voice of reason.
And also a professional dancer.
And also a professional dancer, apparently. Yeah, because like her moves all in that first, okay, already, let's try this dance once. And I was like, are you serious right now? Because that's just not physically possible to learn in like a span of 2 days. But okay, sure. Let's go there. Let's go there with this. Let's throw out the realism. It's okay.
But I liked her as like,
they're the Christmas movies, Danielle. Of course, we're throwing out the realism.
Yeah.
I liked her though as the friend that was like, girl, he likes you. Like, you need to get it together. And me and Danielle are at home like, girl, he likes you. Like, what is your problem?
He likes her.
Why? What more do you need? Like, the minute he saw you after like, what was it, 20 years or however long it was, you guys are doing this like really intimate dance and he's taking off your coat. Like, what? Like, the way he removed her coat, I was like, oh my God, when's the last time they saw each other?
There was already sizzle. There was sizzle. There was constant sizzle.
But on his part, not hers. Like,
right.
She was very like, she either playing the role really well as like this clueless friend, or she just isn't that great. I don't know.
I think she's just stony. Stony is the word I would use to describe her acting.
Yeah.
Unlike Corbin Blue, who brought a lot of himself to the script and colored it himself. I saw things that I don't think were on the page in his performance. I feel like you could have just given me the script and I could have listened to Corbin Blue and then read her line. I didn't need her there. I could just read it. And to me, I'm sorry, that's not an artist. That's not artistic in this way, because you've got to put something of yourself into it. Now she can dance. That's her art. She should go dance or take an acting class. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying maybe take a class.
And also, I like how then she was a lawyer, but she was also pseudo event planner.
I know.
It's like, really? And that ending also, that Halvesies ending of like, at first I was like, oh, this is one of the finer points of the movie, is that both of the lead characters are from the city and they're just nostalgic for this place. But then they both make the same decision to like go halvesies and like part-time live at the Winterly or run it or whatnot. I'm like,
come on, Danielle,
that's not going to work.
That's one of the Christmas rules. If you leave the city, you're not coming back. You're not coming back.
As both of them. It was weird.
They're both leaving the city. Like, who wants to be a professional dancer on Broadway when they could teach numbskulls how to dance in the Catskills?
I mean,
great choice.
Everybody who gets off that Jolly Trolley is a professional dancer. So I don't know. Maybe it's great at the Catskills.
Maybe it's something about the Jolly Trolley. Once you get on it, you become maybe there's a dance class in the Jolly Trolley.
They should have made it a magic Jolly Trolley, and then people did become dancers. Oh, maybe that's the next one.
That's the sequel.
They confuse it with a little bit of like the train that they used in the what was it, the Next
Oh,
Up Christmas
yeah.
movie, and like sprinkle some magic there. Well, they did wish for Christmas magic though in their letters to Santa, both
Yeah.
Lucy and Barrett. They're like,
and I have
magic.
that in my I have that in my notes. They both want magic. I wrote they both have magic. I have a tear. Great. I had a tear. They got a tear from me. It's probably because of Corbin.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say Corbin was definitely the warmer. You're feeling it and selling it kind of thing. But
yeah, he has charisma. I felt like he was charismatic in this film. I did. I wasn't like, oh my God, this couple, I don't believe that they would actually date and that they were friends before or whatever. I felt like he actually wanted to date her like really bad. And when he said, when he said that he's been waiting like half his life to kiss her, I believed that.
Yeah.
He was so convincing that he was been in love with her for like a million years. Oh my God. How does one do that?
It's good. It's great acting. And I think it's some of that this nostalgia and them even pulling some photos from the past. Because in real life, both of them are married to other people. They both have spouses that they've been married to for a while. So they got some good, well, he has some good spark selling it.
Yeah, he sold it.
He just pictured his wife.
Oh, that's sweet.
I don't see her. I see my wife.
Yes.
Okay, so can we just talk about though when he woke her up in the middle of the night and he took her to this little like nook that he has decorated like that he went to when he was like a kid, his little hideout, which was like the perfectly decorated little cozy, like almost like a little A-frame cabin with like a Christmas tree.
Instagram worthy.
Oh my God, I was like,
totally.
It was so beautiful.
That was his nook. I thought that was like his like apartment. Perfectly appointed little apartment.
I feel like he said
his nook.
I don't know. He said he used to hide out there when he was young.
Yeah, they didn't describe it very well, like what it actually is, but so I think the nook is a nice way. I mean, this was one of the redeeming qualities of the film was again, when they were there to see the deer, right, in the morning.
Yes.
Those were adorable. The deer.
Yes. And a lot of them. How did they get so many? It was
an army. It was a deer army.
So many of them. But I love that. I also love when someone hands you a hot drink in a mug and you just grab the mug like there's nothing in it. That's like never like.
Yeah.
Can they please just act like there's something hot in that cup?
I like that. Good point. I also want to point out at the marshmallow when they roasted the marshmallows and she got a little on her chin. Was it her? One of them got some marshmallow on their cheek and they wiped it away. I'm like, no. Melted marshmallow does not wipe away that easily.
Yes.
Melted marshmallow is a pain in the what to get off of your skin.
Nope.
You're gonna be sticky for days. And she's like, whoop. I'm like, not without some solvent.
I thought the same thing when he went to go wipe it off her face. I was like, oh no, what's this gonna be like? Because it's marshmallow.
Tossing the logic out the window. Kind of like I feel like aside from this romantic tension, the other main conflict in it was this whole I have to get like Lucy needing to get approval from Uncle Hank, who owns the Winterly, permission to do a news segment so Marley can do a news segment about the Winterly. I'm like, really? This is a tension point? Like, I don't. She didn't get his approval. Oh, that's horrible. Like, what?
I know, they basically lost sleep over it and got in a fight about it.
That was so. I just wanted to. My hands were on my face, and I was like, why? Why is this happening?
Yeah, I know we're living in a not realistic world here. This is the world of a Christmas movie. But I said, that's not the most important approval that you're going to need here. Mm-hmm. You're going to need to go to Equity too, the Actors Union, because you are Equity, man. You can't just be dancing on the news. That needs to be approved. Call Equity.
Oh my gosh. I also love that they were like, not only are we going to do a segment, we're going to broadcast the whole damn thing on TV.
Right? Oh,
I know.
it's gone viral. We're gonna live stream it. Yay! What?
Again,
Really?
you have to call equity to put it online.
But also, like, what kind of production did they like pull out of their, you know what, to get in there like so fast? They all of a sudden it was like, oh yeah, guess what? In like 5 minutes, we're gonna broadcast this live. The whole production.
Oh wow, great! Oh
Like what, from someone's iPhone? How are you doing that?
wow.
Something we see a lot of in these movies is product placement, and that was quite apparent here on like Big Lots.
Oh my gosh, I
Huge
wanted that
product
too.
placement.
I was like, why is there a huge Big Lots sign like in the middle of this resort that's in the Catskills? Like this makes zero sense. Is there a Big Lots nearby?
I'm sorry, but also it was right after a Big Lots commercial.
It was, yeah. I'm glad I wasn't the only one. I'm like, that seems so out of place. Okay.
I also love that they gift wrapped. So when they were having like the cookie contest or whatever, they had all of those to go, coffee things that you pour coffee out of. They gift wrapped all of those, so those look like presents. I was like, are they trying to cover something up or just make that?
Yes, they're trying to cover up the brand that's on the Starbucks logo that's on the side because Starbucks didn't give the money,
right?
Like Fox did.
Yeah, shoot.
You don't give Lifetime money, your logo not in our movie.
Nope, we will gift wrap that away. So can we get back to the Nook real quick? And did you guys notice how
I want to move into the Nook. It was beautiful.
Me too. Like, or at least like, spend a weekend there on an Airbnb or something. But
we could have a sleepover.
It had a Christmas tree in it, which I love. I always love like some random place that has a Christmas tree that probably wouldn't otherwise. And then, but I also noticed that, so they were waiting for the sunrise to see the deer, then all of a sudden it's bright. And I was like, whoa, did someone just turn the lights on? And that's how fast the sun comes up? Like it got really crazy bright.
It did.
Like, oh shoot, now it's like noon. How long
I have no explanation. I have no explanation.
That was definitely a logic out the window scene, but cute, but very cute. And it solidified our couple that they are gonna be together.
Forever.
What do you think his uncle was thinking when he knocked at the door and he's like, hey, I'm in here with Lucy?
What do you think his uncle was thinking?
He's like, oh,
probably
you guys are both
about
here.
Right?
time. Thank goodness I'm glad. Finally. That's what his uncle was thinking.
Thank goodness I'm glad. Finally. Yes. My gosh.
But I am glad he got his like ending where he gets to keep the Winterly going and
oh yeah.
It had to end that way. We know that, but I was okay with the uncle, even though
I wanted him to succeed. I didn't want it to go under because he seemed like a really nice man.
Yeah.
Who we think was gonna end up with Lucy's mom.
Yeah, I mean
that was what I was about to ask. I'm like, who thinks that Lucy's mom and Barrett's uncle are gonna get together?
I mean, he kissed her on the lips when he was excited.
Yes, nothing wrong with that, Samantha. Nothing wrong with that.
He got really excited about the news and just kissed her on the lips. I was like, okay, so they're getting together then.
They, in the sequel.
Yes.
In the sequel.
They're running the inn.
with the jolly trolley, the magical jolly trolley.
I just like how they go outside and they welcome everybody that gets off the jolly trolley before they check in. That's like a really nice touch. Like normally the owners don't do that, but
the jolly trolley origin story. We should do that. That's that right there. I want to know the history of the jolly trolley. Tell me that story. And how did Aggie get to this job? Because she's perfect for it.
Maybe that could be like a prequel film that they should do.
That's what I'm thinking. Origin story.
True. And it doesn't have to be a full length. It could possibly be like a short, like
I love it.
Short film.
Lifetime shorts.
They do some of those on occasion, like maybe like 10-15 minutes.
Oh, I like that.
I like that.
A seasonal short. They should do it.
I'm trying to look at my I did a really bad job writing. I cannot read
most
of my notes.
There was only so much going on in this movie.
Also, can we talk about like her cookie decorating ability in like 5 seconds? I was like, whoa, that snowman is professional, and Barrett's look like garbage. Like,
Well, that's because Corbin Blue actually did his,
right?
and she did not, because that cookie was professionally decorated, and I highly doubt she's a professional dancer and a professional cookie decorator and a lawyer and a professional event planner.
Yep.
But couldn't they have just made the cookie look nicer than his? Like, why did it have to look like it was professionally done and then his look like trash?
These are all good questions, Samantha. Legitimate questions. You're
Like, he was decorating with his finger.
Well, he had to get it done quick. She gave him like 10 seconds. I'm like, little girl, that is not enough time to decorate a cookie.
Yeah, I mean, there weren't a lot of characters in this film, really. I mean, aside from the two, so we have the mom, we have the mom, Lucy's mom, Barrett's uncle,
Her deceased father.
the deceased father, who never makes it on screen, no flashbacks, and then the two main characters, we have Marley, and that's kind of it.
Posey the daughter.
Oh, Posey the daughter.
Okay,
yeah,
let's
cute.
talk about the name Posey. Seriously. What happened to Susan? Mary? Posey?
Or even Jessica. Like, what?
Something.
You know, that was definitely probably a writer's inside thing. They were like, "Oh, I'm gonna name one of my characters after you." That's just the sense I get. But the girl who played Posey was very adorable and did her job very well. She
was, and she could dance.
And she could dance.
She's a great dancer.
Yes. And actually, I didn't mind Marley too. I thought Marley was good for her role or whatever she was doing. Was brilliant dancer. Like did everything she needed to do in the film. Good.
I thought so too.
Solid support.
Because
sometimes if you have somebody in that role, they can also either make it really cheesy, but I feel like she didn't overly cheese it, so it was good.
No, she kept it real most of the time. So I like that about her.
Also want to mention that I loved the inclusivity in this one. We had a biracial gay couple, which was really lovely. And we didn't shy away from the fact that they're a couple. They kissed on screen. It was wonderful. They also both professional dancers. So I mean, let's just face facts. In this movie, everybody was a professional dancer. You know,
even some of the kids.
You know, if you were on that Jolly Trolley, you learned how to dance.
Oh gosh, it's so funny. I mean, I don't know. Okay. I feel like, what would you say about this film? I think we know what we're all going to say about it.
There's some really great dancing.
Dancing. I think dancing was great.
Yes.
Right.
Dancing. Okay. Cute Nook.
Yeah.
I'm failing to recognize much else.
Cute deer.
Aggie and the Jolly Trolley.
Jolly Trolley was a main character in this one. I feel like.
We didn't give it enough time. It did not get enough screen time. Okay, but down to brass tacks. Samantha, go. What are you doing while you're watching this movie?
I would say I'm wrapping gifts and watching this one because I almost did that today when I was watching it, and I was like, wait, I actually need to watch this because otherwise I won't know what's going on. So that's probably what I would do during this film. Even though I loved the dance sequences and the lead actor, I thought he was fabulous and charismatic.
How about you, Erin Lee?
I'm really torn here because there were a lot of great little moments in this that I thought were wonderful. And I really want to rate this, that I'm gonna watch this while I'm baking cookies, that I can be in and out during this because the storyline just wasn't there for me. But I'm torn because I'm probably gonna miss some of the really beautiful parts of the film if I'm baking cookies. But that's what I'm sticking with. I'm sorry, but the little moments did not outweigh a very weak story.
That's a really good way to put it.
I'm baking cookies while I'm watching this one. I'm in and out. Definitely probably hope the cookies are out by the time we have the big dance number at the end, because I do want to see that.
So I'm not gonna lie, I actually was I ended up making something. It was enough. I was able to kind of note things, but at the same time, I was making hot cocoa bombs. And so
nice.
that I was literally doing that, and I still could follow what was happening because it was that simplistic of a storyline. So I would probably say I could either wrap gifts, make hot cocoa bombs, bake cookies, and if I had to see this, if I had it in the background, I would check email. I would do all those things. It's horrible for me to say, but it's that's nice. It's okay.
I mean, it's a step above putting on your footy pajamas, green and white striped footy pajamas, and falling asleep. Because
yes, not that. It's not that.
I'm not giving this the lowest star because the dancing was fantastic.
This was not a complete miss.
Show up for the dancing, show up for Corbin, show up for the Jolly Trolley.
Yep. Yeah, those that's the trifecta in this film, basically.
Agreed.
You don't want to miss those three things for sure.
Thank you so much for joining us here on Podcast in a Peartree. Make sure to hit like, subscribe, and if you feel so inclined, give us a 5-star review.
Find us where you get all your podcasts. Bye.